Good morning and hope you all have been well. In today's video, we are going to be finishing up the final few side quests in Pokemon Reborn, and this is part 46 of the Let's Play. Yeah. Real quick though, before I do get into today's side quest video, I just want to say a few things real quick. This is most likely gonna be the final side quest video for Pokemon Reborn, and this very well may be the final episode of our Pokemon Reborn Let's Play until episode 19 arrives. I still have not decided if I will or won't get into videos going after the starters, pseudo legends, or event Pokemon. I know I've brought it up on a few videos asking you guys whether you would or would not want to see that. I have not uploaded any of those videos yet. They are pretty much pre-recorded, so I'm not really sure if I will or won't get any comments, so that's kind of why I'm asking again, sorry. But the reason why I probably won't get into all of that is mainly because I just don't know the majority of how to get them and where they are at. From the top of my head, I would have to look into many of Lostel's videos in order to remember and find out where a lot of them are at. I know how to do a few of them, but for the majority, I'm just going to be looking up somebody else's tutorials, and I just don't know if there really is a point for me to get into videos like that when even I don't know where the majority are at. So yeah, oh, sorry for that. But I guess if there are a few people that would like to see that, I don't mind doing that, but I just don't really see a point in doing that since I would be referring to somebody else's video. So yeah, I guess let me know what you think, and I think that's pretty much it. We'll just get into today's side quest. So like I've brought up on the past side quest videos, the final video is going to be me pretty much doing the Clef Key side quest and the Sanctum Key side quest. It is important that you do these two side quests if you are interested and wanting to read the book Destiny's End. It is easily one of my favorite parts of Reborn. It adds a lot of mystery and lure to the game as well, so I don't know. It's just a really fun read. I really enjoy it, and it's really cool. I don't know how else to word it or describe it, sorry. It's just really cool to read. But I guess with that, and I guess what am I trying to say? I don't know anymore. Let me stop being dumb and cringe. Let's just get into it. Hang in there, Spoink. I know it's tough, but we'll find your pearl yet. Oh, hi there. I'm in a bit of a pickle right now. My Spoink lost its pearl. Without their pearls, Spoink get really tired. I gave it this thing for until we find the real one, but I haven't had any luck at all so far. Just hang in there a little longer, sorry. I'll keep looking. So if I'm not mistaken, you will need Surf and Dive for this one. You are going to want to go to a Pothole and pretty much just follow me. And make sure you have some repels because you are probably going to run into quite a few Pokemon. Also, I know I've brought it up before. I believe I've asked this before. Am I the only one that like gets slowed down going through a Pothole, or are there others as well? It's not really that big of a deal, but just something I've kind of wondered, I guess. And I believe I'm going the right way. No, I'm not. Oh, my mistake. You go through there, sorry. It has been a minute since I've done these. I feel like I said that weird. Done this side quest, so bear with me here. believe we go here. And it should be one of the houses, not that one. It should be like you. Yeah, here we go. And I think it's, yeah, right here. So you will need the diamond ring. The other houses here, it's pretty much like a, I guess like a side quest or a maze, however you want to word it. Well, not really like a maze. I don't know how you would describe it or word it. But there are these houses around here. I believe one will be open. You are able to get one of the keys and slowly unlock every single house. And once you get to the final house, I believe that is how you get a mudkip. So yeah, I know I've brought it up that I might do a video on this. I'm not really sure, to be honest, anymore. So yeah, maybe I will, maybe I won't, but I kind of decided to count it more as a starter tutorial video more than a side quest video, so that's why I haven't really done it. But if I do get into all of that, I might, or not even might, I would include that in one of these starter videos, sorry, but again, I just don't know if I will or won't. I might just end up doing it on my own. That's what I would probably do, most likely. Alright, enough of me being dumb. My relationship is over? No, my life is over. I'm going to die of embarrassment. Sorry, I'll start from the beginning. My fiance and I had a little misunderstanding. I thought they were cheating on me, so when I got mad, I flung my engagement ring out into the lake. The truth was cleared up later and everything's okay with us now, but I haven't told them that I lost the ring yet. I've never felt regret like this. I wish I could fix it, but the ring was custom set, so I can't just buy an identical one. And of course, there's no chance I'd be able to find it in the lake. What am I going to do? Hey, wait, that ring you've got there, there's no way. Did you really find it? That's incredible. You are a savior. A true savior, sorry. To be honest, I chanced across something interesting and I was considering doing something drastic in order to pay for a custom replacement. But since you found it, why don't you take this instead? I don't really know what that's about either, but at least I won't have to be able or to be responsible for it now. Hopefully you can find a use for it. And once you get I guess the classified documents, we are gonna go down here and it's in one of these buildings. This one? Yeah, here we go. Hold it right there. This is a private space. How did you get in here? That would be because you left the door unlocked. Please be more careful of that in the future too. Then I guess for now, I just gotta deal with this suspicious person. I'll start by searching you. What's this? It's the information that was stolen, and the thief wandered right back here. Maybe it was a good thing the door was open. So one mistake solves another. Interesting. And for the theft of confidential documents, you're under arrest. And I will pause here until I beat him. Yeah. Alright, sorry for the pause there. Sir. Yes, sir? Or seer, sorry. I see that you are skilled at acting without hesitation. This is a merit. But however, you must also learn to fully understand a situation before rushing into it. Please pardon my junior's hastiness. You see, we're with the International Police. My name? No, I shall only inform you of my code name. It is Looker. We've come to Reborn after hearing about a certain organization that might be harming Pokemon. My partner here is still in training, so he might not be able to help much in the end. Nevertheless, sorry sir, but if you can learn to think like a detective, there will be no need for apologies. At any rate, let us have... Pardon me, I seem to have forgotten my manners. What is your name? Indeed, well, let us have Alon tell us how they came to have the stolen information. I see, so somebody else found it and gave it to you. Interesting, interesting. Are you sure we can believe something like that? That's true. You're on alert for any red herrings. This is good. However, I do not think they are lying. Somehow they remind me of a certain other trainer. No, not even just one. I believe Alon can be trusted. Anyway, they are returning the information, are they not? And it's still sealed. There is nothing to worry about now. Alon, thank you for your assistance. It was my mistake that led us to losing that. I'll take full responsibility. During my search for those files, I found that instead. I'm not sure if it's valuable, but hopefully it can serve as my apology. Then it's all but settled. Sorry about that. My partner and I must be back to work. However, this is much to be learned, so our work may be slow. In any case, it has been a pleasure to meet you, Alon, but we must bid you farewell. Perhaps we will see each other again soon. Oh, sorry. And there is a mind plate in there. And I believe once you got that, we can fly back to the Coral Ward. And go in here. There we go. There's no mistaking it. That's it. Quickly. There we go. All better. Thank you so much. Now Spoink should go back to normal. Here. I was using this as a replacement, but I have no use for it, so why don't you take it? I don't really know what that's about either, but at least I won't have to be responsible for it now. Hopefully you can find a use for it. Actually, during the beginning of the video, I forgot if I said the 2 side quests were finishing up. I'll just say it real quickly, just in case if I forgot. Currently we are doing the Clef Key side quest, and that will go into the Sanction Key side quest. Just to let you guys know. I don't know why, I call it old man memory. My memory just sucks a lot. But, just in case if I forgot to say that. There you go. I believe it actually is... Yeah, here we go. You're gonna want to go to the the Jasper Ward, and battle these 2 trainers. Not so fast, trainer. We are the guardians of this place. A great fortune was stolen from here, so we are here to protect this place from any further harm. You're going down, trespasser. And same thing like I did with the cop battle. I will pause here. Yeah. Alright, sorry for the pause there. So much for that plan. By guarding this house and taking the fortune from whoever found it, we were hoping to guarantee ourselves a cut of the reward. But it seems like that won't work anymore. The great fortune the old broad spoke of probably isn't that much anyway, but a waste of time. We're out of here. And I believe she actually has some story stuff that's pretty interesting to hear, if I'm not mistaken. I guess we'll get into that soon. An unexpected guest, how unfortunate. I mean no disrespect, I am just at a bit of a loss. Have we met? No, probably not, right? I will be known as the Miracle Eye Media Misdirection, where other people are born with the ability to know things that happened in the past. I am born with the ability to know things that will happen in the future. But for those of us who can see the future, the past and the present are a mystery. Nonetheless, I seem to have been in somewhat of a crisis. My fortune has gone missing. Without it, I can see neither the future nor the past. Until I get my fortune back, I am trapped in an evanescent, however you say that, sorry, present. But that is why you are here, right? You are here to give me that crystal ball. I feel like myself again. This is the fortune of which I have spoken. 2 goons are discussing how to get at my treasure. How naive. I will give them a warm welcome. And from here I see, then I suppose I'm to give you this. Let me just pause here, sorry. Sorry about that, just went on ahead and muted Discord. When you need a reading, please feel free to come ask for one. As thanks for your help, it will be at no cost to you, but I can tell already you may not like the outcome. Here we go. Very well, I will look through my crystal ball again. I would hope that what I see is different this time, as it is sometimes is, but I know already that it is not. What I see in your future is hard for me to understand. It is a future where you do not exist. It is a future where there were never any traces of you existing. This is strange, because you are the only one I will ever see such a thing for. But let me tell you about this world you are not in. During a time that this world is still garnished with a deadly flora, a boy with a beaded tooth necklace steps forward to destroy the chaos. I'm gonna be honest, if you guys can tell me who they are referring to, that would be greatly appreciated, but I'm not sure who they are referring to with this. He earns friends to fight alongside him, a man with a spiked bracelets, another with azure hair, a girl blessed with a sleeping star. I feel like that might be Anna, maybe, is it Luna? Is that the girl's name? That's the dark type leader, is it Luna? Let me look that up. Luna, Pokemon, Reborn. Yeah, it is Luna, okay. I just wanted to double check. But the other characters, if any of you actually know like who they're referring to, that would be greatly appreciated if you could let me know. And a something woman in a black and red suit. Let me look up that word. I don't think I'm gonna try pronouncing it. Reserved or communicative in speech, saying little. What, maybe Shelley? Maybe? I don't know. I honestly don't know. It could be a few other characters that I'm forgetting about. Together they cut the tainted roots away from the city, purge poison from the lake, and chase fire from the mountain's peak, and then the city streets crack, spiked bracelets splinter in the fissure below, shining armor strikes, azure hair is redyed red, an enemy of his own blood stands before him, and beaded hope breaks upon the tattered stones of a city forced to live up to its name once again. The sleeping star invokes a wish. From there, the suited girl disappears, and that future follows shortly after. From looking through your time, that is all I can see. I hope that you will come to understand it better than I will. And I believe you can reread that multiple times if you do wish to do so. It's definitely an interesting read. I think I somewhat get it, but I'm gonna be real. For a lot of it, I'm pretty confused as well. I'm sure it'll make sense once we get into episode 19, and I'm very, very, very excited for that, but I guess we will have to wait and see what happens then. I might need to also just look up on the dev blog and see if there's something that kind of breaks that down so I can understand it better, and I would like to know the characters that they are referring to. But I guess with that, we shall talk to this guy here. And by the way, this is going to be pretty much the end of the Klefki side quest. Hey, if it ain't, well, whatever your name were, good to see you made it out of something Witness's place or what you ever had that was. I read that probably all wrong, sorry. I sallied on out of there a bit ago, fell back into some bad habits, but now here I am again and doing better than ever. This shelter's opening up is a blessing better than their Arceus whatnot could ever hope to give. The staff are really friendly and all, and look at all the books they helped me collect. To tell you the truth, I've still got a lot more books back at home, but variety is the spicy life, right? Still, it'd be nice to be able to go home someday. I live here in Reborn, of course. The only problem is I've done lost my key to my house. So I tried to call the locksmith, right, but an ID I got was in there and the property ain't even in my name. So they just assumed I was bamboozling them to break into some poor fellow's homestead. I could break a window or something, but at that point I decided fate does not want me back at home right now. So I adopted something and something into my daily life. It's been quite an experience, even if I am feeling the tail end of it. I'm sure whenever I'm meant to go home, the key will find its way to me somehow. In fact, that's why I picked up this cliff key here. Little fellow, like a magnet for lost keys, so every now and then I check if they picked it up. No dice so far, but I'm figuring it's only a matter of time. And say there, that wouldn't happen to be my key that you're holding on to. Well, I'll be darned, you're a better Clef Key than Clef Key is, sorry. Guess that means I can go home at any time. Well, I've still got a lot I'd like to finish reading here, so I'll mosey on home whenever I wrap up. Can't help but think that might be a mite boring for Clef Key if I won't be traveling around now though. I think you'll get more use out of it than I will now, so why don't you take care of her? It's been a real partner. And I will swap out, I guess you. Cool. And I do believe, yeah, you're holding the Sanctum key. So you are going to want to grab that. And once we do that, we are going to get into the second part, or the second, I guess, side quest. It's not really a side quest, I guess, but more, actually, how would I word that? You know what, I'll just call it a side quest, just a really small one. Either way, this is pretty much is what's needed for getting into the one library room to read the Destiny's End book. I believe I worded that all weird, sorry about that. But I think you get the point. So let's go in here. And I believe it is on this side. Dark material. I believe you need 3 of those total. I think I have 2 or 3 so far. I don't really remember, but it's not really gonna... I guess it doesn't really matter is what I'm trying to say, sorry. But I guess it's just to let you know if you're interested in getting a Dino. And I believe there is a video that goes into all of that already, so yeah. The notebook has no title. Read. Place faith in the Lord, and so shall he in you. Place animosity upon the Lord, and so shall he upon you. This lesson is not an easy one to learn. Some will never fully grasp it, many will only pretend to. Today I would like to share with you the story of how I came to learn this. I was born to the purpose of Arceus, but I was born blind. Growing up as a boy with no sight in a world like this is no easy task, but of course I learned to take care of myself. For some time that was the only thing I could be proud of. My family was an old one, back from the days when Reborn City was no more than a village around a crater, both of which since lost underground. When first Arceus' birthplace crashed upon our world, one family set about enshrining it. They would protect it from the world so that its purity might remain ever intact. This was their life calling, and this was not my family. Mine came years later, and finding light in their purpose swore to serve that family. So it came to be that each generation of my house served theirs, until it came to me, a defective blind child who would do more harm than good as a servant. The man to whom I should have been sworn was born from was born some 10 years ago after me. His name was Solrus. He was a something youth, never quite satisfied with his life charge of protecting an old monument. As I understand, for most of his life he resented this purpose, lashing out, as many of the young do, against Arceus. I could understand his feelings, why I asked him myself, if Arceus is so great, should he have made me this way? Why did I have to suffer? Why did I have to serve? As it turned out, Solrus would be the one to show me the answer. A failed vassal, I dared not approach him, and though our fathers were close, mine never allowed me to see the young master as I was growing up. It was not until I was well into a miserable adulthood that we first met. Solrus knew of me, of course. He knew my family was due by lineage to serve his, and he had heard of the blind man, whom others had deemed unfit for his presence. And as he did with all things, he rebelled. He offered his hand to me. I took it with an oath of servitude. This was not a chance I should have been given, so I pushed myself as hard as I could to try and have value to my master. But both of us were lawless men. He had no purpose to serve but fighting his own, and we found a common ground therein. Nevertheless, Arceus would reach us eventually. For many years, Solrus questioned just what does the meteor need to be protected from, I was already locked up with the 4 crystal keys. It was already locked up, And who would want to defile some old rock anyway? This was a lesson he learned the hard way when his parents were both killed by an assassin seeking those very keys. The young master was too late to save them, but just in time to avenge them. So the man who had claimed the keys until his arms were too battered to hold on to them anymore, and until his lips were too loose to keep secrets, why Solrus cried over and over. The assassin would tell him rumors he had never believed of a great power locked within the meteor lying dormant for years. Whether it was true or not, the thief believed it, and so he grasped at it. Why Solrus continued to cry, and so he said on and on until daybreak, thrashing against the culprit's body for long after there was any soul still there to know it. He was no longer asking anyone other than himself, why had he refused to listen to his parents? Why had he not seen the danger they were in? Why could he not save them? And believing that he had led to the death of his own parents, for the first time he strode forward to meet his life purpose. The Lord will punish those who lack faith. This is what is to be learned from Solrus's tale. My own awakening came a number of years later when my master walked the path of the Lord, so naturally did I have to as well. I would follow my friend, but in regards to faith, my service was half-hearted. Solrus recognized this and one day confronted me about it. After some discussions, he offered the emerald key he should have himself vanguarded with his life in return for my faith. He wished for me not to just serve him, but to personally share his burden. I accepted this and resolved to place every ounce of my trust in the Lord and my friend. When I awoke the next morning, the key still clutched tightly to my... I can't read. Let me redo that all. When I awoke the next morning, the key still clutched tightly against my chest. I was assaulted by a phenomenon I had never experienced before. Lights, dazzling colors, shapes so blurred I could scarcely recognize the forms I was so used to navigating around otherwise. Sight. There are no words to describe the feeling of seeing my master's face for the first time, or that of seeing my own face. That of finally being able to understand what words like golden and light meant. Before they were just dreams, but I knew that the Lord and my trust in him had made it real. The Lord will reward those with true faith. It has been many years since then. I am constantly assaulted with sorrow and worry for the sake of my daughter and for his son both. I do not wish them to receive any punishment as my friend did. I wish them both all the blessings of the Lord they have turned from. I fear too for each of you, though less so than for each of the heretics above. The city's miserable state is no doubt a result of this divergence, however you pronounce that, from the Lord. Therefore, I implore you, please trust in Arceus. Please guide others to trust in Arceus. Under the Lord's light, may we all see bright futures. Thank you. Very, very interesting read. It's really cool to read about El and Saurus, and it kind of makes you understand why Taka is the way that he is mainly because that's how Saurus was when he was younger. Like, he didn't really understand any of this. He didn't really, I guess, agree with all of that. And at some given point, he realized his purpose by a tragic event. So I kind of wonder if something similar will happen to Taka. Not really sure. And I guess the same could be said about Luna as well, since she's not really, you know, I guess following the light. I don't know how to word it, or following Arceus, I guess, since she wants to stay with the dark. Something like that. I feel like I worded that all weird, but I think you get the point. But still, it's definitely a cool read. And right here is pretty much the password in order to open up the bookcases to get into the one room with the book Destiny's End. It is green, red, purple, yellow, blue, and white. So I guess I will head on over to the library in the Barrel Ward. And I guess I will pause here and I'll meet you guys there. Alright, sorry for the pause there. And I guess we will go in here. And it is green, red, I believe this is purple, yellow, blue, and white. New world now available. And the new world is a new field that hasn't been introduced yet. I gotta admit, it is a pretty crazy field. I don't know, I love it. It's really cool. I like it. But let me get out of here and let's read the book. Destiny's End. Read. In the beginning there was nothing. This non-existence was nearly perfect, but in not being completely perfect, existence was inevitable. When entropy first came into the world, it must have failed, and for the next infinite number of times that entropy was created, all of them must have also failed. However, eventually one of them would not. That single successful instance of entropy, a mere flaw in the fabric of non-existence, was simply a tautological certainty. Actually, let me look that up. Let me see here. And I want to know about the other word too that I've been saying probably wrong. Tato or tato. Tautology? The saying of the same thing twice is different words generally considered to be a fault of style. A phrase or expression in which the same thing is said twice in different words. Interesting. Certainly. And we who live within it were destined to see it and it alone. Destiny does not pull us towards it. It is not a fated end. Rather, from a giving beginning, it is the only logical outcome. When the world as we know it was created, it was given form. At the time, so did that which created, it give itself a form. This is the Pokemon we know as Arceus. And so at the time, did that which created this world also creates a means for its new form to have been itself created. This, of course, following all of the laws of physics that Arceus was writing into place, must have been the meteor. The meteor enshrined below Reborn is often said to be that upon which Arceus first came into this world, and while every piece of physical evidence would verify that claim, in reality it was only constructed to serve that purpose in whatever retrospect may have existed before the process of time was created. Those astronomic and geological events that would set such a meteor in motion so as to crash onto our planet, were all determined long after they must have occurred. Therefore, what is not to say that this world that we are not experiencing is the same. Every event set in motion as we know it is simply a logical outcome of what happened in the past, and what must happen in the future for Arceus to be realized. When the world as we know it was created, it was given form. In that time, so did that which created it give itself a form. This is the Pokemon we know as Arceus. But Arceus is not complete. And so at the time, did that which create this world also create a means for its new form to have been itself created. This world is that means. Arceus will complete itself. Until it does, each and every one of us, each molecule in this constructed world, each thought in our predetermined lives, it's just a means to destiny's end. I want to look up that one word. Yeah, here we go. Entropy. God, it's such an interesting and cool read. Even though I don't really understand the majority of it, I think I get somewhat of an idea of what it's trying to say, but there's probably quite a bit more that I'm missing. But let me read this. A thermodynamic quantity representing the unavailability of a system's thermal energy for conversion into mechanical work, often interpreted as the degree of disorder or randomness in the system. Lack of order or predictability, gradual decline into disorder. Yeah, this is like some big brain words that I don't understand. I think I kind of get it, but I don't know. It's still a really cool read. I like it. I like it a lot. But I guess with that, that's gonna be pretty much it. And for the most part, we've finished up all of the Reborn side quest. Again, I'm not really sure if I will get into going after the starter, pseudo legends, or event Pokemon on video. And same with going after items as well. I haven't really mentioned that before because I know more than certain I will not get into all of that because I'm going to be referring to videos to getting all of the Z crystals, mega rings. I believe you can get some of the choice items as well and a few other stuff, but again, I will just be looking up guides and videos just to make it easier instead of trying to remember everything, so yeah. But I guess with that, that is going to be pretty much it for today's episode, and this will most likely be the final episode for the Reborn Let's Play until episode 19 arrives. I guess there is one more thing I do want to say. The next Let's Play that we will be getting into is Pokemon Xenoverse. I know I've talked about it on one of the other videos, but I will say it again. I'm not 100% sure I will get into that immediately after you see this video. The main reasons for that is because I would hate for episode 19 to arrive a month or two later, and we are in the middle of Xenoverse, Reborn, Amori, and Rejuvenation Intense no items. I just don't want 4 Let's Plays going on at the same time, so I might end up waiting until I finish up Pokemon Rejuvenation Intense no items, and then I will get into that. So yeah, but then again, I might say screw it and just get into it, because why not? So yeah, I guess a few other reasons is because of Soulstone. I've kind of already went into that talk, and I guess I'll summarize it again real quick. The main reason is I might re-download Soulstone and get caught up to where the last Marshall file error happened for me, and I might stay up for a few nights recording non-stop to finish the game in the next 2 to 3 days. I don't really want to do that, but if that's what's needed in order to finish the Let's Play, I will probably do it. I might still wait to do that. Not really sure if I will or won't, but I know eventually I will get back into Soulstone. And I guess the final thing real quick is in April, I believe on the 7th, I am actually going to be out of town for about a week. There might not be any videos for, I guess anywhere from the, let's just say the 6th of April all the way to the 11th or 12th of April, so yeah, I might pre-record some stuff to upload here and there, but I might not be able to upload anything. We will see what happens, just to let you guys know. But I guess with that, that's gonna be pretty much it. I might say screw it and get into Xenoverse. I might end up waiting, but we will see what happens. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks again for sticking along with our Pokemon Reborn Let's Play. I want to say thanks to everybody that has liked the videos, may have left a comment, disliked the videos, maybe even subscribed to the channel. I believe we are at 336 subscribers. We are getting close to 350, and that is very, very cool and very, very unbelievable. I know I've said it a million times, so let me say it 1,000,001. I am incredibly dumb. I am boring. I am just a very chill person, and it's really surprising that there are a few people out there that do enjoy the videos and actually do watch the Let's Plays. I know the majority probably just skip through the videos, and that's perfectly fine. It still surprises me that people even click on these videos, but I guess I will continue doing what I do best and just continue playing games, fan-made Pokemon games to be more specific, and just continue having fun and enjoying it, and hopefully you guys have been enjoying it as well. Thank you so much for watching, definitely do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Good morning.